Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Film Academy Edinburgh 2021 showcase. My name is Harley.
And I'm Abby. We'll be your MCs for tonight.
This is a big day. For the first time ever, we're broadcasting live from the auditorium of Edinburgh College.
For those of you tuning in from home, thank you for joining us to celebrate all our hard work.
And for those of you tuning in from the future, it's been a strange winter. Lockdowns, social distancing, lessons through Zoom. But we persevered and risen from the ashes like a vaccinated phoenix.
Through it all, we managed to create 3 short films, developed by the students and shown over several weeks. This is the first time anyone has seen them, a premiere, so you better be wearing a tie.
Over the next 40 minutes or so, we will watch 3 short films, starting with the ones made by the 9 to 12s. But before that, we'd like to welcome them to the stage to shed a little light on the production of their film.
Please give a warm welcome to Luke, Callum, Dylan and Kristen and their hard-hitting interviewer, the infamous Sam.
Welcome everyone, it's great to have you here. Luke, until now, you've been mainly a cast member. So how have you found being the director for Spirit?
Well, when acting, you're on the other side of the camera, but I feel like being a director, it's been a really good challenge, and I've got to work really closely with the casting crew, and I can't wait for everyone to see the final film.
Yeah, great. So, Dylan, your character Sam turns into a wolf. No spoilers. How did you get into the role of the wolf?
I watch wolf shows quite a lot, so I just try to copy their sounds and movements.
Amazing. Callum, you play Joe the teacher. How did you find playing an adult in this production?
It was fun, and it was cool to see how similar me and my actual teachers were. Yeah.
And finally, Tristan, what's the biggest thing you've learned as the camera operator on Spirit?
The biggest thing I've learned is how to work the camera. Say we're doing a dramatic shot, we're going to use an extreme angle to say, hey, this is dramatic.
Amazing, great advice. Thank you everyone, I can't wait to see it. Now, for all we've been waiting for, the world premiere of Spirit.
Nothing. Fine. Sit down.
Why even try? She'll never be brave enough to speak in front of the entire class. So weak.
Or even sure she knows how to read.
That's enough, everyone. Sam, I'm assuming you brought a book?
Duh. I bought 30.
Fine. Pick one. Read us something. Spirit is over 100 years old, never been opened. My mum purchased it online. Apparently, it's cursed.
Is it about spirit animals?
Actually, yes.
Chapter 1. The Path of the Wolf. Are you okay? Why is he growling at me?
Isn't it obvious? You can tell by his posture. He's a wolf. And why is he a wolf? The curse of the book must possess you with the spirit of an animal. How fascinating.
And how does that make any sense?
No one else read from that book. I mean it. Back off.
Chapter 3. The
gluck of the chicken. What did I just say?
Jamie, you know all about animals. What do we do?
We must become the apex predator, otherwise they'll never respect us. There's only one way out of this, and that's Chapter 6, March of the Meerkats.
Nobody ever listens to me. Come, we gotta hide.
What do we do? They're all animals. I hate animals.
Not just that. One of them is a wolf. There's only a matter of time he eats the other two. And then it's our turn.
There has to be a way to change them back. Super cursed. Oh no.
Here's the plan. You distract them, I'll go out the window and get help.
Distract them? Sam is a wolf.
The wriggle of the worm.
No, wait, don't.
Chapter 20, the apex predator. The apex predator of this world is the Homo sapien, the human. It's me. I'm the apex predator.
You did it. You saved us.
And you read out loud. Wow.
Hey, aren't we missing someone?
Well done, 9 to 12s. Tremendous work. Beastly, even.
No animals were harmed during the making of this movie, but some of the actors are still missing.
But we're just getting started. Please welcome the crew for the under 15s film, Maya, Elsa, Daniel, and Ralph, and their outrageous interviewer, Sophie.
Hello everyone, it's great to see you all again since we wrapped up the film. Now, Daniel, what did you enjoy about being first AD in this production?
Well, being first AD, you get to really see the whole project come together, sort of shot by shot, piece by piece, and you sort of feel quite accomplished at the end of it once it's all turned into what you're about to see. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Ralph, we worked together as co-directors. What was it like collaborating to create our shared vision?
I really enjoyed the collaborating. I think it went well, and we had great fun, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great working with you too. Maya, you filmed a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage during the shoot for Colour Trap. What have you enjoyed about that?
I really did enjoy filming the behind the scenes. You really get to see how a film is put together, which you never really think of when you're actually watching a movie, and you get to see all the slip-ups and the laughs and see how long and how much effort it really is to make a film. It's really good.
And finally, but not least, Elsa, what did you enjoy about playing the role of Claire in Colour Trap?
I found playing the role of Claire really fun. I found it really interesting that she loved the mysteries, and I like mysteries too, so we sort of had that in common, and it made it more relatable for me.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Thanks everyone, it was great working with all of you. And now here's Colour Trap.
think it worked. Can we see the pictures? Nah, it's not that kind of camera. We need to develop the film first.
It's like 50 years old.
More probably. Where'd you even find this thing?
Dad's been looking through Grandma's old stuff, mostly just photo albums and books, but the camera belonged to her sister. It's an antique.
Look, it even comes with a cool case. You're such a hipster. Why don't you just use your phone? It's not the same.
Since you've got a brand new camera, why don't you enter the new photo contest?
Oh yeah. We can't have Blake winning that. He's insufferable enough as it is. It's such a fun. Besides, I've only got 2 rolls of film left.
First prize is a scholarship and a brand new camera.
Maybe. Hey, I've got 1 picture left on the roll. I need to develop it first. Stand over there. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Peter. Are those the photos?
Finally. Who is that?
She definitely wasn't there when we shot it.
She's in the other ones too. I don't understand. Hey Jordan, you busy?
Hey, Peter.
Hey Blake.
I'm just trying to retrieve some footage from this beautiful hunk of junk. What can I do for you?
Well, I found this camera the other day.
I haven't seen one of these in a while. I don't think they even make the film anymore. Is it broken?
Well, not really. There are things showing up that aren't supposed to be there.
Things?
Well, people. This girl.
Cameras don't do that. Might get a lens flare or a shadow. Double exposure maybe. Never a full person.
You shot these? Since when did you actually know how to hold a camera? These look sick. Too sick. The clothes are just a brilliant touch. She's amazing.
You really think so?
Well, I kind of wish I would have thought of it. You're not thinking about entering a contest, are you?
Peter, are you saying that this girl just magically appeared in the photos?
Actually, I was just kidding. I'll see you around. Thanks. Hey, careful.
I found her.
We found her. Who?
There.
It's her.
I was going through Grandma's old photo albums and there she was. I asked Dad about it. This is Grandma's sister, Margaret.
I didn't know she had a sister.
Neither did I. She disappeared when she was our age. Nobody knows what happened to her.
And now she's inside the camera?
Don't be stupid. This doesn't make any sense.
What if she's trying to tell you something?
Look, I've only got 1 roll of film left, and apparently she's making the photos much better. I might actually win the contest.
I don't really think that's important anymore. Are you really going to waste the last roll of film on that?
You're the one who told me to compete in the first place.
Yeah, that's before I knew the camera was haunted.
It's not haunted. What are you even talking about?
Peter, question. The model, the girl. Who is she?
Blake, I can draw a model.
Please.
I'm not telling you anything.
Told you. Let's go.
Where's Peter? Who's Peter?
Congratulations to the under 15s for a job well done.
But just to clarify, the camera used to film the film was not haunted. It was cursed, but that's a whole other thing. So
the last of the 3 films tonight is also the longest, so get comfy. But first, please put your hands together for members of the over 15 crew, Connor, Vita, Rebecca, and Bruno, who will be interviewed by none other than the world famous Kyle.
Welcome. It's great to be here with you again after everything we've been through with lockdown and the likes. So, Bruno, I'll come to you first. As co-editor for our movie Into the Nexus alongside Nathaniel, what did you learn from editing that you'll take into your next film?
Well, I learned that out of the 2 main things that were being edited, the visuals and the audio, I learned that I enjoyed doing the visual stuff more than the audio stuff, which I found to be a little bit tedious. But I also found out that I seem to do things better if I know that I enjoy doing them. So for the next time, if I am editing, I try and find a way to enjoy doing the audio part, so it would be better in the final movie. Yeah. But other than that, it was very enjoyable and fun.
Yeah, enjoying it is key. And Connor, we work together as co-directors on Into the Nexus. What would you say are the benefits of co-directing?
There was lots of benefits of co-directing that film. It was really fun and it was really great. And I think it was really good and a good experience on this film, particularly because we had such a tight shooting schedule, just because of the way things panned out. And I think having you there to collaborate and work with ideas on really helped kind of take the stress off and make it a much more enjoyable experience for us both and everyone else on the set.
Yeah, definitely. I think if it was only one of us, we might not have managed. And Rebecca, you play Charlie, who is the longest resident of the Nexus. How would you describe Charlie?
She's a really interesting character. She's very intelligent and cares a lot about people, but she's too curious. As you'll see in the film, it doesn't end very well for her.
And Vita, you play Sam in Into the Nexus. Tell us about what you enjoyed about playing her.
Sam, I think, is a very fun character to play. She's quite introverted and keeps things to herself. She's very, quiet, but she knows what she wants and she's not afraid to go after it. So when she loses her friend in the film, she'll stop at nothing to find him, which is something I really admire about her. And yeah, I've never played a character like that before. So yeah, it was really fun.
That's great, thank you. It's been a pleasure to everyone. Now, everybody please enjoy Into the Nexus.
Hello. You here for the testing?
Testing? No, I'm just hanging up posters. My friend is missing. Someone saw him around here, so...
Ah, Alex Smith, eh? I dare say I could solve this little mystery of yours. I believe your friend came to us about a week ago.
He did?
Yes, for the testing, you see. Your friend's going to be a very rich man.
Where is he?
Well, afraid I can't tell you that. Unless, of course, you want to sign up for the testing. We always need more people.
What kind of testing is it?
Sign here, here, and here. Then you're free to enter the Nexus.
The Nexus. Where is Alex?
Imagine a world exactly like our own, but contained entirely within the lines of a computer program. A virtual reality indistinguishable from the physical reality. That is the Nexus. And you must test it.
The Nexus is designed to be overly realistic. Don't want you hurting yourself.
And Alex is in there. In the Nexus.
Yep. You've got 24 hours to find them and then we'll pull the plug. Don't want to overdo it. You ready?
Hello? Is anyone there? Alex?
Seeing something interesting?
Not seen you before.
I just got here. So this is the Nexus. You new here as well?
Been here for days, weeks, years. It's quite a nice shirt you have on. Thought they only went for the poor types.
What's with the wall?
Oh, it's a hidden screen.
A hidden screen.
I saw someone open it once, I think. A new arrival.
Oh hey, there she is. Hi.
Hey, are we inside the Nexus?
Trapped is a more accurate term. What's the time? When did you log in?
11:15-ish.
Remember that. I don't know why, but you have to remember it.
Isn't this amazing though? It's like the real world.
Not quite. I hung up a poster over there, but it's not there anymore.
Just takes a while to update.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for a friend. You might have seen him, Alex Smith. Average height, average build. He's always biting his nails.
Green hoodie and glasses.
Yes. Have you seen him?
Mm-hmm. I've seen so many of these. Always jackets, just lying there.
It is pretty warm. Maybe they just took them off.
What is he doing? He's leading them right to him.
I think a certain subject may have exceeded her usefulness.
Really? We're running low on subjects already.
She's lost track of time. She's become a nuisance.
So how long have you been here?
Got here just before you did.
An eternity. A long, long time. I don't know how long, but long. This is it.
Do you want us to wait here?
Sure, thanks. I won't be long. Alex! It's you! I can't believe I found you.
Sam, is that really you?
It is. Right, I've come to get you out.
Why? It's great here.
But it's not real.
So? You can't get hungry or cold, you don't need to sleep, you're left alone and no one bothers you. It's great.
We're sitting in chairs tied up with cables. None of this is real.
Well, I have to stay the full 24 hours or I won't even get paid.
24 hours? Alex, you've been here a week.
Wait, what?
You knew about the screen.
What?
You were wearing a name tag. The person who used the screen had one as well. Yes, I remember now. There was no sound when you logged in. You're one of them, aren't you?
You really want to know what's up with those empty jackets?
They promised me I could do whatever I wanted in here, and all I had to do was test the software.
It doesn't matter, okay? We've got to go. I found 2 more people. We could... Hey, what are you doing?
Run.
His cover is blown. So what? They still don't know their way out.
And if they find it?
Plan B, obviously.
I'm sorry. They paid so well. I couldn't say no.
He has to be one of them. The company. Vauxhall Corp. Why are you doing this? The clock. That girl, she talked about the time I came in. Told me it was important. Maybe that's how we get out.
They don't work, I've checked. They're everywhere. Look, we can do it by hand.
Turn it to 11:15-ish.
Oh, very specific.
Haha.
He's here. Let's go.
I put this up in the real world. It wasn't here when I entered the Nexus. We're out. We're actually out.
Okay, but what about the Nexus? They could have loads more people stuck in there.
You're right. We'll go to the police. Right now. Let's go.
Just takes a while to update.
Extremely well done, everyone. Let's give it up one more time for the 3 films and all the hard work that went into making them.
So, if everyone could now just unplug from the Nexus, that would be great.
We're almost done, but not quite. We have one final interview up our sleeve, conducted by our very own Harley. Please welcome to the stage the staff of the Film Academy, Graham, Kay, Sarah, and Gudney.
All right, so, Sarah, what have been some of the highlights of working in the edit this term?
Well, I absolutely loved the kind of supernatural sci-fi elements of those stories. I thought it was really gripping. And it's quite fun in the edit because you've got to think about the tools that you're going to use to suspend the audience's disbelief. And luckily, Graham is really talented at special effects. I have to say, I love the way Rebecca's character just melted into the hoodie at the end there. That was fantastic. There's something really magical that happens in the edit because you're working on the nuts and the bolts, and then suddenly you find yourself on your edge of your seat, and you realise that you've been swept up in the drama, and you're no longer looking at the nuts and the bolts, and that's when you know that the whole film is coming alive.
Okay, that's good. So, Kay, you've been coaching the over 15s cast this term. What's been your favourite scene to work on with them?
I think I have to say that I really enjoyed filming all the scenes in the forest. We were quite pushed for time on those days, and you guys did really well. And they've turned out beautifully. And the cast really impressed me with their performances.
Okay, thank you. Goodney. Okay, he's not.
Hello.
Hello. You've helped the students develop their ideas into fully fledged scripts. Can you talk us through that process?
Yes. First of all, congratulations on the films. I had no idea about any of this. I hadn't seen anything, and it just looks amazing. The process of this is that I essentially try to fish ideas out of you guys, and then I take those ideas and try to figure out a beginning, middle, and end using Post-its, because Post-its are life. Once you have that, then you switch over to these yellow notepads where you can make a timeline, just put random ideas on the timeline. And then there's a first draft, which is the hardest thing anyone can ever try to write. It's going to be bad no matter what you do. So just get it out of the way, get the draft done, and then just rewrite. That's the process. So yeah, first draft's nightmare.
Okay, so you did not like the first draft. Graham, you've been working with the over 15s film this term as well. How do you think the shooting went, considering all the current challenges?
Well, we only really got back together in April, face-to-face to start production. Normally we start production around about February. So we had to cram an awful lot into just 8 weeks. And because the crew hadn't been together for such a long time, working with the equipment and such like, it took a little while for that to gel again and for them to gel as a team, cast and crew. And it helps having Kay along on set as well to coach the cast, and I can work with the crew. We were under a lot of pressure, it has to be said. In fact, all of the shoots were under a lot of pressure. I produced all of the films. And we had challenges through people having to self-isolate. And so we would sometimes have to film a scene when one of the characters wasn't there. Then we'd pick it up later on, and Sarah would work her magic with the editors and edit it in seamlessly, and I don't think you notice a join. But the most impressive thing for me overall was, I don't know if you've heard, there's a 48-hour film challenge. It's quite famous around the world, and they make short films around about 6 to 10 minutes long. And the over 15s team this year created that 12-minute film that you've just seen in just 24 hours, the equivalent of 24 hours. I mean, that's quite impressive. But overall, I think everybody worked really well together. I really enjoyed the process. Again, I always do. I always love the production side of it. And you guys astound me every year with the quality of the films that come out.
Yep. Okay. Sarah, from an editor's perspective, what is your one golden nugget piece of advice for editing?
My one golden nugget of advice would be to, before you turn the camera on, record 1 minute of ambient sound or wild track for every scene. Because although it sounds like silence, that sound is unique to that space and time. And in the edit, it's invaluable because you use it to layer up the soundtrack, and it can make a difference between an okay soundtrack and actually immersing the audience in the film.
Okay, so always do your wild track, kids. Sarah, no, Kay. Different people, really different people. Kay, what advice would you give to young actors entering the industry?
I would say, obviously, learn your lines, turn up on time, and never underestimate the importance of being a nice person to work with and being a team player. The actors are just as much a part of the team as anyone else, so remember that.
Okay. Goodney.
Yes.
If you could only write one genre forevermore, what would it be?
That's very tricky, but I would probably have to go with comedy because as an Australian comedian that nobody's ever heard of called Tim Ferguson once said, drama without comedy is just a lecture. And I think you can do so many things with comedy. You can educate, and you can make people laugh and make people happy and make people very angry sometimes. And it's great. So comedy, because it ticks so many boxes.
Okay. And finally, Graham, a few of the students are graduating from the Film Academy this year. What has it been like watching them and all of the students grow and progress as filmmakers and turn into young adults?
So this year we have Nathaniel and Kyle who are graduating from the Film Academy as such, and Nathaniel has been with us from the beginning. Kyle for just the first year, although he did come to one of our summer schools. We're also losing Ralph, Sam, Brody and Tristan. They've only been with us a year from the younger age groups. But I mean, for Nathaniel especially, it was really good that he was able to work with Rebecca, and they actually wrote into the Nexus. And it's the first time we've got students to do that. Goodney then came on board and polished the whole draft, and we ended up with the film you just saw. But the thing to remember is that what the Film Academy fundamentally is trying to do is train up the next Scottish filmmakers, cast as well as crew. But it's actually teaching young people very valuable life skills that are very transferable. So teamwork always sounds like a bit of a boring buzzword, but teamwork is the main one. Communication skills, clearly, having to work together, and organising, and of course it's good to have that on your CV as well. So the Film Academy might be preparing some of them to go into the film industry, but it doesn't actually matter what they go on to do after the Film Academy, because they're taking away with them all of these life skills into whatever they decide to do.
Okay. So, thank you everyone for watching the films. I hope you've all enjoyed them. Thank you to Kay, Goodney, Graham and Sarah, who I got your name right, so points please, for helping us make these films, and I hope that you're happy with them. I hope everyone's happy with them. And now I'm going to hand over to Graham, who will do his thing.
Okay, thank you, Harley. And thank you all you guys. That was a good show. I really enjoyed all of that. It went very quickly. So we're coming, that's the end of our Film Academy year. Summer school's still to come. What a year it's been. I have my notes here because I'm getting quite old now and I can't quite remember everything. The chaos of the last 15 months, it's brought challenges to all of us, to the parents at home, to all of these students, some of the older ones dealing with exams, which were not actually exams apparently, but same amount of pressure. And of course ourselves as well, we had our own pressures going on. But amazingly, we all still had fun as well throughout the last 15 months, whether it be virtual or actually face-to-face. Now, it's like a kind of ship at sea most of the time, and though I'm the captain steering the ship, I can't do it without my crew. And so I have to thank my fabulous crew, which really we would not have achieved anything this year, whether it be online or what you've seen tonight, without Joanna and Stuart and Karen and Lauren, Neil and Wilf, who were helping the 9 to 12s. I had Reese and Olivia with the under 15s, and of course our core group that are with you tonight, Goodney, Kay, Sarah and myself. So that's my dream team. That was a lot of staff this year to pull everything off, but it worked really well, I thought. I also want to thank ECTV for giving you all this opportunity tonight. This is a great way to do our showcase. So thank you guys for all of your hard work. And I must thank the parents. You've had to stick with us throughout. You've been doing school, home learning, and then I've been pestering you with emails and texts. But we've pulled it off together. And I'm very grateful. I know some of you have had really difficult challenges this year, and we've come through it. I hope we're now coming towards the end of that. And finally, to our students. So, the Film Academy adapted many times over the last 15 months, but we managed to continue throughout, which was good. I was worried at times that we might not, as I'm sure lots of organisations were. But you guys proved very resilient throughout, and you're a very talented and hard-working bunch of students, so well done. This is your Film Academy. It's not ours. This is your Film Academy. So thank you for joining us tonight, and at home, thanks for watching. Here's the final film.
Very excited. I love running so much. Yes. Together. Boom! Get a bit of running, get the cardio done.
Yeah, go on, that's fine.
Afternoon cardio. Just had the Domino's, gonna vomit. Right, let's go.
Enjoyed the most is just getting experience as an actor and a director, which I think will be really valuable for my future career.
Unless we're trying to focus on the pictures in the photo album.
I are ready to go for take.
Fun, awesome, and amazing.
My name's Nate, I'm on clapping board, and my word is exciting.
Acting, and acting. Oh, and acting. Yeah. The Film Academy has been entertaining.
on this film has helped me massively in terms of my ambitions for the future, just by giving me a great understanding of what goes on in the film set, and as well as like having the experience to direct and work with actors and a camera crew and just bring stories to life. It's been really, really fun.
Camera speed. Market. Scene 6. Slate E. Take 1. Action!
Film Academy has been exciting.
Experiences.
Novel. Film Academy has been unique.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.